the biggest hope is that him and the other Marines would be found alive. But realistically, I'm starting to accept that that's probably not going to happen.
Friends of a Fort Myers Marine reported missing after a helicopter crash off of the coast of Hawaii, bracing for the worst, but they are still praying for the best. 22-year-old Corporal Thomas Jordis, a graduate from Cypress Lake High School in Fort Myers, was among 12 Marines that vanished after two helicopters collided last Thursday during a training flight. Authorities have been searching for them ever since. And all new tonight, 4 in Your Corner's Malcolm Johnson speaking with 3 of Jordis's close friends as the desperate search continues in the Pacific tonight. Malcolm?
Amy, I did get a chance to speak with several of Jordis's closest friends. But first, I want to update our viewers with some new information. Authorities searching the area where the 2 Marine helicopters crashed have found life rafts that were carried abroad on the aircraft. The Coast Guard believes 3 life rafts have been recovered. Some of them were inflated, but they're unsure how they came to be inflated. Now, as for Jordis's friends, they have nothing but great things to say about the young man that they are holding out hope will be found alive. By air and with Navy warships on the water, the search continues for 12 Marines that have been missing for 4 days after a helicopter crash off Hawaii. Among them is Fort Myers' own 22-year-old Thomas Jordis. I spoke with several of Jordis's friends and Cypress Lake High School classmates by phone.
He was probably the best Marine and the best friend that anybody could ask for.
He was very charismatic. He was very funny. Always had something to joke about. There's never a day that went by that he didn't have a smile on his face. He'd come up to you running up out of nowhere, screaming all different kinds of stuff, just make you laugh.
The news hit his best friend Rob Maley pretty hard. This photo with Rob on the right and Tommy in the middle is just before the two went to boot camp together.
By the end of the day, confirmation started to get around that Tommy was on one of the helicopters, and it was just, it was incredibly distressing.
Distressing news for the friends of Jordis, who tell me he's the kind of companion you can rely on no matter what you're going through.
Rough family issues and financial issues, and he would always help me out, no questions asked. Perfect friend. I can't ask for anyone else better to have my back in those kind of situations.
Well, the CMD sweeping closest to the water. That way it can pick up anything that might get washed out.
Rescuers still searching the area where a civilian told the Coast Guard they saw the helicopter disappear, then a fireball. Jordis's hometown friends are continuing to keep hope alive.
I'm constantly clinging on to hope that he's still going to be there somewhere, even if it's just on an island.
And someone else who is continuing to hold out hope is his mother. This here is a picture of Jordis and his mother enjoying a Fort Myers Everblades game. I spoke with her earlier today. She was too emotional to be interviewed, but thankful for our concern. Reporting live in studio, I'm Malcolm Johnson, Fox 4 in your corner.